Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona. We are here in season 2 of the Dirt series. Literally hit stop record and hit start record, and we are right at it. Same screen I left you with in the last episode. We've got Anoka, we've got Baxter Fairgrounds, and we've got the final for season number 2. Let's get on to Anoka, do our thing, and we will see you, well, at qualifying. Well, folks, I'm going to be honest with you. We are qualifying last, and this is sure to be a pretty big shit show. I believe we're in the 17s, but I'm not even sure because I was stuck behind 2 cars the whole time, and I just got impatient. So here we go. Let's do our qualifying lap and see what happens. My goal here was to keep the RPMs high in 4th gear going around these corners so we can accelerate hard off of them, and I hope I can do just that. Here's our qualifying lap. We're obviously way out of the groove as per usual. But on 3 and 4, maybe a little better. I don't know. 17 flat, not bad. It's kind of what I thought we had. Not the best, but 7th place qualifying, top 10 gives us that money. Let's do our heat race. Last lap of our heat race, surprisingly uneventful. After lap 1, we were able to get around the pack and just kind of live out here. Gotta finish 3 and 4. And I gotta see if, I don't know. I don't really want to make a change because I can't test it. Kinda wish I could. I think we could get more out of the car, but we'll qualify, or we'll start, not qualify, but we'll start in 4th, I believe. Okay, A main, starting with Josh Ginter and Matthew Cato in the front row. Second row has Peter Henke and Tony Savoy. And we're going to wait until we see Hunter in here just to find out where his awesomeness is. That was my polite way of not calling him names. He didn't make this one either. Good. Oh, there he was. Dang. 13th place. All right. Hopefully we never see him. Focus up, make sure I shift through the gears. A reminder, I do run this in manual. And me and Matthew Cato are gonna fly out in front of everybody. And for the first time this season, we are going to lead a lap. Actually, for the first time ever on the A main, we're gonna lead a lap. What is that gonna say for us overall? I don't have a clue, but as it stands, I don't foresee it lasting that long. Cato has a faster car. We go high. He's going to take the inside away from us. We tap his fender and did not affect him going into the... Yes, it did. So he's going to lock him up going sideways, and we're going to take the lead back. I don't know how affected he is by that. As you can see, minor, if any, damage on our car as we will continue the lead, or leading the race. That is very, very important, obviously. We do have a number of cars right behind us, and they're not going away. And I almost screwed up because I'm a moron. So let me go ahead and focus up and enjoy this. Hopefully enjoy watching nothing special happening right now but me pulling away from these cars. Hopefully. I'm going to turn off the mirror. That might be part of my problem. Seeing them behind me, I'm actually getting rattled because I shouldn't be doing as well as I am right now, even though if I wasn't doing what I'm doing right now, whoa. Yikes. Shh, just focus. Wow. That's only been 7 laps. I felt like I just drove 20 laps. That's crazy. I'm going to turn the mirror back on. I don't know if it was doing anything for me or against me.
20 to go.
Oh boy. Yeah, we'll chat with you again at 10 to go. Looks like that car's going to remain in the middle of the, or kind of on the inside of the track right there. Not great. We need to get around this car, this lap car, as quick as possible. And Hunter is right back on our rear end. Not what we want. I thought hopefully that a lapper was going to hold him up. I can't tell you how tensed up my legs are right now. Every time I go into a corner and I'm trying to stay off of the... Oof, that was terrifying. Every time I go into a corner and I'm trying to stay off the apron, which I'm going to hit right there. Ozzioli on us. Give him a little, just a little nudge. Brandt back in the picture. Ooh, we stuck that corner really well. Yeah, there's nowhere for those cars to go. Brandt is just all over us, and we're only at the halfway mark. Wow. Talk about just really giving me every bit of a challenge. Being in front of us. He's a lap car this time. Inconsistent in this game so far. I mean, obviously in the higher series, it's a little more consistent with where cars are. But pretty inconsistent in the dirt series as to how the cars run. Oh, and I left the door open for Brandt. Gonna hit him a little bit. How's that gonna affect him going into the corner? I don't know. Will he recover? Looks like he will. Looks like he will. Looks like we're gonna... All right. Well, we lost our race. That was it, folks. That could have been amazing, and instead I wrecked it again. Two DNFs this season. Lost money. Blew another engine. It's going to leave us in 4th place. With a victory, we could have potentially moved up to 3rd. Man, that's unfortunate. All right, well, we got to have a short memory there. We've got Baxter Fairgrounds Speedway, last race of the season. This can set the tone for the next season. We're going to get out there, qualify up, try to finish well. Well, that was interesting. We were able to get within a second of our top time, and our top time was with a fully upgraded car. So we do have the fully upgraded engine, but nothing else is. So we have a lot of work to do on the rest of the car. We'll see what we can do here on this qualifying lap. Hopefully we can do something nice. Not even going to watch the speed or anything, just going to make sure I stay off of this wall. And hopefully stay off that apron. Let's see where we end up. That wasn't terrible. 21.833. It's got us sitting in 5th place, so it's not terrible. Our top lap isn't as good as Ginter's lap, to be honest. I think we had a 20.5, whatever. All right, we've got work to do. We've 3rd place starting here in the first heat race. Get that done, and hopefully we'll be in the A main with no issues. All right, coming around the final corners, as you can see, we're banged up on both the right and the left side. We tagged the wall, came down, hit a couple cars, but we'll walk away with a 1st place finish. It was something. It was something. This is going to be an interesting one. We have Matthew Cato on the outside of us. We're on the inside of the front row for the first time this season. Last time we led a lap, the race finished in disaster with us DNFing, running into a damaged car. So we'll see where we end up with this one. Hopefully better off than we were, that's for sure. And we slide up the track, open the door, and we are not even remotely close to hanging with Cato. Actually, we're not really remotely close to hanging with anybody right now, as Truett's going to pass us and Bean is right there behind us. So not a great start, but we might make up for it right here. I don't know. Oh, Truett going to take the oh, we got finger hard into the wall. I don't know how that's going to turn out as we enter the corner. He's going to go sideways. We've got damage, as we were side by side with him going into turn number 3 when he hit that wall. So that wasn't great, but and it looks like we've kind of pulled away, and we've got just Matthew Cato driving away with this thing. Kind of wish he would slow down some, but second place isn't a terrible thing in a $10,000 race. This could really set up stuff for us in season number 3. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, but it starts with us focusing and hitting our marks, so I'm going to do exactly that. This is the nothing part of the race. We'll talk to you in the second half of the race, though. All right, well, we're at the halfway point of the race. I don't really know what's going on with the car. I think it's a combination of too much power and not enough aero or suspension upgrades. I went full power here, and I know that suspension and all those upgrades are really important. We can't carry the speed into the corners, even though we have more speed than some of these other cars. We don't have the acceleration either. We've clipped this wall. We might do it again right here. We're in 4th place. And honestly, we're not even in 4th place in good condition. The last time we ran this race, if you recall, was our first DNF of the season. I get really excited about this race. I guess what I need to do is just do what I can to finish this race in 4th place. Simply because the car is terrible right now. I mean, it's loose all over the place. I can't, when I turn it, it's wanting to dig in and just shoot left. So then I correct it by tapping it right barely, and then it grabs right and goes flying up the track, and I have to come off the gas. We're about to get lapped, or are we? There goes Cato. He'll spin out going into the corner. How bad is it going to be? Are we going to be able to avoid him? Nope. So that's a bad situation for us. How bad is our engine after that? Just some radiator damage, nothing really to worry about. Car doesn't get hot because we're not running at the maximum possible performance, so I don't see that affecting us. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We have nothing really in this car. Very disappointed with it. We had a better car before. We have had better cars on this track, I should say, but again, I gotta focus on aero and suspension upgrades as early as possible in the next season, because that's my problem right here, is that I just don't have what it takes to keep the car in the corners. That's going to drop us back to 5th place. Okay, Truett's going to wipe out. Brandt's wiping out. I don't think he was in front of us anyway. We're staying in 4th, but Finger and Ginter are way out there. I'm sure Cato's still in the lead, even though he spun out. That's just what I would assume. He was lapping everybody, so I'd assume that he's still in the lead on a big track. Fazioli, he's back there. Hopefully I can just maintain and maybe even pull away a little bit on him. We're not doing a lot of great work here, so the best that I can hope for is just 4th place, the dirty way that I've done it. We're going to go ahead and focus up and see you at the end of the race. All right, we're on the last 2 laps. Nothing's really gotten better, as you've seen. We've made some more mistakes. We tried to battle off Cato from lapping us. Turned out poorly. It's all gone fairly poorly for us in this race. Again, I'll focus up on the aero and suspension upgrades for season 3. and hopefully we'll be fighting for a championship there. This should secure our 4th place position overall, not just for this race, but I believe we'll finish 4th in the standings. So a jump from 11th to 4th is kind of a big deal. That's pretty awesome, as we see Brandt coming back on the track from whatever he just did.
Nice work, kid.
You know, it was not a great race for us. We don't walk away with a clean car, but we'll walk away with the extra money for getting a top 5, and that's what matters most at this point, I would suppose. All right, your top 5. That sits at Cato, Ginter, Finger, Fazioli, and Truett. And we'll walk out of this one with $3,595. Big payout for us to end the season. Unfortunately, it's not going to end with us getting our sponsorship goals. And Fazioli was officially announced the season champion. So he won the race and he won the championship. If you're going to do it, that's the way to go. We'll finish the season in 4th place. 30-something points out. What is that? 35 points outside of... I need to correct what I just said. Fazioli wins the championship. Cato won the race. I had that incorrect, but a 9-point difference between the two. Cato winning the race almost was enough for him, but not quite. And of course, we're going to end the season with this episode, so let's just go ahead and take a look at what we have. Finished out 4th place, 0 wins. However, we did have 4 top 5 finishes and 8 out of the 10 top 10 finishes we needed. Interesting enough, nobody achieved 10 top 10s, so that's interesting that that sponsorship goal was there, because nobody got it. Jumping off, we have... Ooh, this is nice. Infograms. Congratulations on your top 10 finish in NASCAR Weekly Series. We think you'd be a good addition to Infograms' team and can offer you a $10,000 bonus if you repeat this performance. Well, yes, I would like to do that. JB's Trucking. I hope that we're the first to congratulate you on the success of your last season. You're beginning to look like one of the real stars of the NASCAR Weekly Racing Series. We would love it if you would let us sponsor your team next season. How does $6,500 for a top 3 season finish sound? Well, I don't think it sounds great, actually. Crazy Jacks, congratulations. If you can finish the season in 10th place or better, we'll pay you. Yeah, okay, that's nice of them. Obviously, we are going to pick Infograms. Beautiful. We'll have a car set up, paint job set up for the beginning of that season. Of course, to start the next season, we will be running Dundas County Fairgrounds. It's the first race every season. That'll be the beginning of Season 3 of the Dirt Series. However, that is going to do it for this episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed the episode, of course. Try to do my best to entertain. If you have any ideas or any thoughts that you want me to change up right here, do keep in mind that when we get into the higher series, we'll be doing 1 race per episode with a lot more content on that race, including talking about the race itself. The dirt racing is about as simplified as it gets, so I don't really have a lot to talk about except for the mistakes we make or the rivals we have. Having said all that, though, if you did enjoy the episode, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, I urge you to please consider hitting that subscribe button. The more subscriptions we get, the more modifying I will make to the graphics of the game. And, as always, until next time, take care.